tactical, such as heading at goal or heading out of danger. As you can see here, he's heading at goal, but this still could be a defensive header. Say he's heading it away from a goal, outside, past his goal, for example. Heading wide over to clear the goal, any chance of scoring on the opposition. To assess this, you could note down how many headers were completed in each area, such as attacking and then defensive headers, and see which header is more important in the game. Physiological, such as heart rate levels and your VO2 max. You can measure this by doing a muscle biopsy, taking muscle fibre to see what type of muscle you have, such as fast twitch or slow twitch, and which type. If you take blood pressure, this will get you your heart rate levels as well as your blood pressure levels. Say you can do one before sport and then do an hour of exercise and then do it straight again after. Blood profile, see how much lactic acid you have got in each blood cell. This should be good for when heading, as you don't want to cramp up as you're jumping. Biomechanical, such as leverage and total force in the body. You can do this by assess this by coach's eye, like do the angles of trajectory, as you can see here. Say once headed the ball, headed up instead of straight, and you'll see that the speed will slow down on the end, so such as be 10 miles an hour, just for an example, instead of 100 there. So it's going to slow down as it goes up, but across it may still be 100, for example. And obviously speed of distance, that is, and then time from A to B. You can do a test to say this bloke here, so imagine him running. By the time he gets there to there, you could do it on a clock, and you can assess it later on. Psychological, such as emotions. Say your confidence when you're heading the ball. Like if you're under pressure, you might be unconfident and feel a bit scared, so you might pull out of the header and obviously lose. But however, you could be very confident and win the header and then succeed. Plus that comes into motivation, whether you actually want to win the ball, which is intrinsic. Arousal, the buzz to achieve. You will want to win that header, so you can either defend the goal and then people will praise you and you'll like that. Aggression, you will need to be aggressive to generate power and not pull out of the challenge. The more aggressive you are, the less chance you have of being scared. So you could test this on an anxiety test, which is on a website called Brian Mack, which is there. Physical, such as strength, power, muscular endurance and cardiovascular. In all of these, to perform a header, the strength and the power from the legs, and then the strength and the power from the neck muscles, but the muscular endurance, to like say you got a header a couple of times in a minute, like five, 6 times maybe. The cardiovascular to keep you going so you can get to your header, so you have to run and beat the player. You can do this by normative data. Say you do a strength test such as a bench press, or power test such as like explosive squats or something with weight. And then you can do muscular endurance, like press ups, squats maybe, how many times you can jump up and down within a minute, like from a squatting position all the way up to full extended arms out. And then cardiovascular, we could do a bleep test, so you get the normative data and see how good you are compared to the normative data. Baseline, such as like say you get the results from your cardiovascular, then maybe 6 weeks later, maybe 3 months, 6 months, 12 months later, you can compare to the first test you did. This way you'll get a decent score of how well you progress and you will succeed in the future.